It continued on The View, because the other part, when I mentioned how sometimes if the color of the shooter or the ideology of the shooter fits, and the victims, if that fits the narrative, and we know what that narrative is, they love it. If it's a white Christian shooting minorities, then this is the greatest thing ever for the media. If it doesn't work out that way, they don't know exactly what to do with it. In this case, it was a trans shooter going into a Christian school. Now, you would believe by any notion, if someone walks into a temple and shoots a bunch of Jewish people, it is obviously somehow connected to their religion, much like this is obviously connected to their religion of Christianity. But that does not compute for these people. It does not work in their very deranged worldview. So here is Whoopi having no knowledge of what she is saying that no, this was not about these people being Christians.
And until that conversation becomes a real conversation that everybody's willing to get on board with, children are going to keep getting shot. People in churches are going to keep getting shot. I heard one guy say, well, you know, this is against the Christians. No, it's not against the Christians, because you would have mentioned it when they went into the black church. And you would have said, this is an issue we should be thinking about, but you didn't. So let's not do that. Let's not make it about transgender people. Let's not make it about anything but what it is. We have a problem with this gun and its accessibility in this country.
She's just wrong. She's just fundamentally wrong. You know, I have guns in this house. I would never take those guns and go into a church or a mosque or a school and shoot someone. I have those guns so I can protect my family and my property. I know that several of the other people in this room have guns, and that's the same reason they have it. It's about mental illness and ideology. That's what this is about. But she dismisses all of that, and it's really bizarre that she really doesn't want you to think it has anything to do with the victims being Christian, but it obviously does. This person was not happy with the way they perceive Christian people to treat trans people. Okay, you know, there's this manifesto. Supposedly, I think it's a 27-page manifesto that they're trying to figure out whether they should release right now. And I'm actually 50-50 on whether they should release it. I was discussing it off camera with Thomas Massey because on one hand, I'm for transparency, obviously, right? And so on one hand, you'd want to get it out so you'd have a little more insight into actually why did this person do this. The problem, though, is that once you release it and then it goes viral and people are clipping it and reading it and it's read everywhere and everyone knows this person's name and all that, you're actually incentivizing the copycatters to go, boy, if I do something unimaginably evil, like evil that is so anti-human that you really can't think about it, killing children, the media will read my scribe, they will read my rants, and I will become famous after life. So there is a push and a pull on that I think you can make good arguments on both sides. But she is completely dismissive of the fact that the victims were Christian. She only wants to make this about guns, and she somehow connects that to when there has been shootings in black churches. Except Whoopi, when there have been shootings in black churches, it's because they're going after black people, and they're going after Christians who happen to be black in those churches. You're the one disconnecting reality from all of this.